everyone, my name is I'm your host today at TV North Uganda, and I'm joined by a very great, loving, very kind artist sister. And she can introduce herself.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening to all viewers of TV North. My name is Prisca Akello, and I'm here to talk about something exciting and amazing. So yeah.
She's all about community, and that's why we're here today. If you're out there and you want to follow up what she's doing, she's really doing amazing work for the community. And if you want to be part of it, you want to learn more about community engagement and girl child, don't you hesitate. Keep following up and subscribe as we move on. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, TV North Uganda. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, TV North Uganda. So coming back to you, can you tell us a bit more about yourself?
Okay, my name is Prisca again. Personally, I am passionate about activism for gender equality, and that's basically me.
That's you.
Yeah.
She's passion driven. Hi. It's a good way to go. I got to know about you through this project that you're advocating for. Is it about menstruation and sanitary pads? Tell us more about it.
Yeah, so for this particular show, we want to talk about a project that I'm currently running. It's a campaign against menstrual stigma in northern Uganda. I specified in northern Uganda because as we go on, we've realized that there is a lot of stigma that has been existing about menstruation in northern Uganda, and as a result, we have seen that lots of problems that are spiking in the girl-child world, things like early childhood pregnancies, things like early childhood marriages, and dropping out of school and all that. So we're looking at curbing menstrual stigma, and this will help probably. As we go forward, I'm going to explain much more about what we are seeking to achieve after this campaign. Yeah.
From this beautiful information you gave us already about the project, it gave me an interest that I've always been wanting to ask a lot of people and organizations. For example, there are a lot of organizations out there talking about this same issue that you talked about, but then they are nowhere close to solving the problems. Why can't they solve the problem, and yet they're existing? And then how is your project unique? What's the approach there?
Okay, you see, several times I've found several charity-based organizations have tried to kind of look forward to trying to curb the problems that come with menstruation, but this is what we miss out oftentimes, is that we're trying to do something as the girl-child community. We have left out the fact that we are in a community where we're living with boys, we're living with men. So how do we include them? How do we now bring them on board to help us achieve a world where a girl child is probably very free from things like stigma, and also you see, the stigma doesn't only stop by a man saying it's none of my business for if you're in your period, if your daughter is in your period, or if you're a woman. It doesn't just stop at that. It goes way into our lives. You find that we are intimidated by the fact that as a girl at the age of 9, I've started my periods, and I cannot talk to my father. Probably I don't have a mother around. I cannot talk to my brother. I cannot talk to father figures in my community to help me or to guide me in what steps to take as a girl. And also, I don't blame men for not mostly involving themselves in the topic of menstruation. I think it's what society has nurtured. You see, even way back from schools, in most cases you find that there is a lot of gap, like the access to information. The gap is quite huge because they put us separately, they put boys separately. So they don't know much information about what's their role in us achieving a community that is well informed, a community that can help a girl child from such and such problems. So I think I don't blame them, and I think at this point, that's where we come in. We're looking at working with men, and mostly actually, if we are going to curb the stigma, we're going to have to engage with men in the communities. We're going to have to engage with boys, teenage boys in schools and all that, so that now they know their role, and then maybe it will help from probably 100% men not involving. Probably we could go to 90% them involving, and maybe 10% have just chosen to ignore the topic of menstruation.
This topic about menstruation is very alarming.
Yeah.
Because it's something that female gender goes through every month. And then how exactly do you intend to involve the men? And then what will be their contribution to this issue?
First of all, I think menstrual stigma still, you see, in most cases we have men in our communities who can actually help girls, access menstrual materials even without them having to probably struggle a lot. But because they don't know the conversation, you find a man is asking a girl for sex for him to give her pads. But if they know that, you see, when a girl of 12 years old is probably reaching out for you to ask you, all the bold ones are asking you, it's probably because they really need it for this purpose. But now if they don't know, you find for them they don't care. You'll be like, I'm giving you something, I want something back in return. So how do I look at them involving? First of all, if we look at curbing the stigma, then it will put us at a position where men will make informed decisions on how they can help the culture. But also, we're looking at involving them in helping the women in their communities and the young girls in their communities, probably nurture them with a couple of entrepreneurial skills, like making reusable pads. But when we know that reusable pads is also not something that is really managed, because so many organizations have tried to do that, but have not managed it well. So we're looking at also them putting their hand in helping the girl child. So I think that's mostly why we want to work with men, because they can actually help us. That's it.
Amazing. Still keep following us at TV North Uganda and subscribe, please. So for all the men out there,
we're also running a campaign. We want to launch pad booths in northern Uganda. These are corners that are going to have pads for girls during their emergency red days. And also we are going to make some of them have reusable pads just in case. But we know that disposable pads help a lot for the school-going girls, because now here I don't struggle with, I am at school, I have to change, and then if it's a reusable, there is no way you can change and keep it when it's dirty and you're at school. So disposable will mostly work for the school-going girls, and that's why we want to launch the pad booths in northern Uganda.
First, I would say that a very deep information regarding reusable pads. Like, we have only been given the benefits, but then the other parts of it that can really affect a girl child.
Yeah.
In our period, we have not been taught about that.
Yeah.
It's a cheaper solution, but if a solution can bring you greater problems, it's not a solution.
Yeah.
You talked a lot about information. You brought me a question that I'm just about to ask you. You're saying giving girls sanitary pads, whether reusable or the sanitary pads, it's not the solution.
I think it's not the solution to the problem. I think, by the way, I think the biggest problem that also kind of hinders our success in the in achieving menstrual hygiene, it's poverty. And I think in most cases, communities, most especially the marginalized communities, they have kind of ignored the fact that they have resources around them, like at their reach, that they can use to their advantage. So we're looking at also nurturing girls on how to use resources at their reach to their advantage, to get access to build themselves financially and all that. Because we still go, when we go back to the drawing board, poverty is one of the leading problems. Like, it's one of the things that will push women to do certain things. So we're looking at nurturing them to use resources within their reach, and also when things go well, probably we'll look at like starting up a few startups, and like we keep featuring girls for like following on. So yeah.
Wow. So this this is your project. What is it called?
It's a campaign against menstrual stigma, but it's a menstrual topic. So that's why we feature a couple of things around menstruation, like educating women about their role, stakeholders are involved, and also the pad booths. So it's not just, it's majorly a campaign against menstrual stigma, but it's a topic about menstruation. It has featured a couple of things, including girls, like the pads are more involved with girls, and also talking to men and more.
Now you have the opportunity to send at least some message that can help both the young men and girls out there. What would be those messages?
For today, I think I want to ask people to donate towards this campaign. Donations are open. You can donate pads, you can donate money, or you can also come to partner or to support the project. So you can reach out to us, I think through TV North. You can reach out to us. We are available. It's the Women's Village. It's an upcoming organization.
The Women's Village?
Yeah, it's the Women's Village. But this campaign is a courtesy of the Women's Village.
Okay, if someone wants to directly reach you or contact you to talk more about their challenges within the menstruation stigma and the rest, can you share your number with them?
Yeah, I can share my number. My number is 0781 31 5432.
If you are given, yes?
81 31 5432.
Please, she's a lovely soul. She's up to making this world a better place. Hit her up, share more, learn more, and also be in the process of changing the world. So here I am giving you an opportunity, a last one. Your last word. If you're given an opportunity to change the world, to send out that message that will help give someone hope so that they can make this world a better place, what would be the message?
I think what I can say is that I know you're probably going through something, but one thing you need to know is that where there is life, there is hope. So hope is like the one thing that as long as you have life, it's always there.
Okay.
Something will happen.
What gives you hope in life?
What gives me hope is because I have life.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that I can do anything. And
You're
I can be
hopeful
anything.
because you're still alive.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
And to the girl out there,
I love to call them queens. You are amazing. You are definitely more than you think. You are bigger than yourself. So don't stop dreaming. Don't stop pushing. Someday everything is going to make sense.
subscribe, hit that button. Let's change the world together. This is us. This is what we do. Why are we here? To make this world better than we found it, right?
Yeah.
So let's hit it up. Subscribe. Thank you so much.
Thank you
We'll
so
catch
much.
up with you another time.